So I got some channel messages, but I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anyone's gonna come in. Damn raccoons. We got this huge fucking raccoon that like goes in our trash can every night, and yeah, I mean it's fucking huge. Because I'm not really for sure who the channel message is about, so I'm gonna divvy out a couple of these. Virgo, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and Leo. Well, that's the two that I was expecting, so. Okay. With Capricorn on the bottom, which makes more sense. Okay. So this channel message is about someone who has been distant from me because of an argument we got into way back. And I was told that through, like, because Spirit told me that I didn't think it was that big of a deal, so I let it go, and I didn't think there was any major rift in our bond. But apparently, the other person really thought that it was a big deal, like, and they don't think that I feel the same way about them or whatnot. Like, so we had different perspectives of it. I thought it was just a little tiff, and apparently they thought it was an actual like full on like argument or disagreement, like almost like even though it wasn't physical, it was like they took it as it was an actual fight. So there's two people I really definitely. So if it's the Leo, I honestly I was drunk as fuck, and it's one of the reasons I don't drink anymore. And I don't remember doing it. But when I got up the next day and I read those messages, I wanted to knock myself the fuck out. So I've almost like been like ashamed, like to like I guess to approach you or like I have a couple times, but like apologize and stuff. But like I I felt like I wasn't worthy enough to like I mean like to even try to like I wasn't worthy of your friendship after that bullshit. So like um without any like I guess a two-way street going on without you like telling like you coming to me or like you calling me and saying hey what's up or whatever. I just didn't feel like that you wanted anything to do with me anymore. So that's kind of like why I faded away from you. Now Taurus, I really don't understand you at all. I I really tried really hard, and I please forgive me for failing you with that, but there is nothing that me and you ever got. We were always um we were always good. Like me and you was cool as fuck. Like we had a really good relationship. Like we were our bond was great. And there is nothing that we went through that even remotely gives you any justification for the things that you've done to me. I mean, I forgive you, But you and me do not have the same fucking logical, like, our brains do not compute the same way. If you think I deserved any of the shit that you've done to me, and the fact that all I wanted was the truth, and to get this behind us, this could have been behind us a long fucking time ago. But you didn't want to. You were too egotistical and too prideful to come and tell me the truth. So your solution was, let me just keep doing more shit to betray him. Let me keep doing more shit to fuck him over. And that last one that you did with Down and Vincennes, where you spit, you knew it was all cool, everything was gravy until I spent my last $10 in your gas tank, and then you left me on the fucking. You called the police on me, made up a fucking fight, like you caused a fight on purpose, then called the police, tried to get me arrested, and then left me on the side of the road. Which, granted, I was there. It was my fraternity alumni weekend, so there was nothing I had to worry about as far as people and getting a ride and everything. I still went to my function and had a great time, and I got home. So I'm not tripping about that. But the fact that you did that on purpose, and now I know it's because you were paid, you were bribed to fucking do it. Like, there's nothing that I've ever said or done to you that deserves that, or half the you fucking my family and all that shit too. So if you want anything to do with me, you need to fucking suck it up and be a man and fucking come and do what's right. Because I have done nothing wrong, and I have done everything I can to make things right with you, and I didn't fucking do anything wrong. This has been your fault the whole time. And you fucking blame me and made me look bad in front of everyone else, like your friends and your family. Your mom hates me now because of you lying about the shit. So if you want me in your life, bro, you gotta like stand up and be a fucking man and just admit the truth, and then fucking tell me the truth, so we can put this behind us. But the way you're going now, it's never gonna happen, and that really saddens me. But I did not deserve the shit that you did to me, and I actually went above and beyond to try and fucking get our relationship, back to a cool place to where we could be at least friends. And you just kept going and kept going and kept going. So that's that channel message. Virgo, you have went behind me and fucked everybody I've ever been with. Like, I don't really have any issues with you, but I just don't really need you in my life. Because that's really weird to me that you want to fucking have sex with everybody I've had sex with. And on that, I'm like on the verge of getting like my person. I'm on the verge of getting married, or being with the person I'm going to be with. And if you that'll get your ass beat. Aries, you know what you did. Gemini, I really don't. Oh, yeah, you know what you did too. Scorpio, you know what you did. You took money to fucking set me up, to have me fucking taken down by a bounty hunter for your fucking bosses. And you never would admit it to me. I tried and tried and tried and tried to like make our relationship right again too. But you would always like, I didn't do it. I promise I didn't do it. And damn well you did. So I forgive everyone, and I hope the Leo forgives me. But communication is the key, people. Like, you cannot expect for shit to like just magically, like, you can't heal a bullet wound with a band-aid. We are adult human beings. Like, if you care about somebody, you love somebody, and you value their friendship, you value their presence in your life, you gotta like do what it takes to fucking say how they made you feel, and then respect what they tell you when it comes to how you made them feel. And then you guys gotta fucking figure out a way to compromise so that the fight, the argument, the betrayal, whatever, can be put behind you and you can move on. But if one of you just wants to fucking run away and do whatever and not talk to the other person, well, how the fuck do you expect it to ever be fucking rectified? Whoever was wanting someone to relay a message to me and they didn't do it, I'm pretty sure it was the Taurus that was supposed to do it and didn't do it. Whoever that is, I will go on a date with you just for principle of the fact that he made a spectacular move like that. I mean, I don't know who you are, but I will definitely go on a date with you. And depending on who you are, I might actually be really excited about it. But either way, I'll go on a date just because that was a spectacular move on his part. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please give me a message for whoever needs it at this moment, for whatever's happened in the recent past, their current situation, or their near future. Victory through truth. You will get victory and success the minute you actually stand in your power and you deliver your truth, your actual authentic truth, not a fucking lie. You've been resting long enough. You're going to lose a friendship. You're going to lose a connection because you're afraid to tell the truth. The truth will set you free. That's the only way it's going to happen. You fucked up. You fucked up majorly. And now the only way to fix it is to fucking tell the truth. Because you chose to go out and have third parties and threesomes and there is no. You just need to tell your truth, and we just need to go from there. But the fact that you put me in third party situations, you put me in and try to put me in competition, and then you got pissed off because I didn't chase you because I have self-respect, and if I wasn't good enough and you wasn't good enough, well then why the fuck would I chase you? Shit. But you know what I mean? But I am definitely all about hearing what your side of the story and actually coming to a true place of forgiveness and letting go and actually rectifying the situation. But I'm not going to chase somebody who straight up tells me I'm not good enough. Fuck that. Strength. Muster that inner strength to where you can express your truth because it's valid regardless. You're a human being. You are lovable and you deserve to be loved just like everyone else. And your truth is valid regardless of how shitty somebody else thinks it is or how shitty I think it is, depending on this current situation. But it was your truth. It was you made the choices for one reason or another, and I will definitely give you the respect of you expressing it and tell me and explaining why you did it, and then not judging you for it, even though it's really shitty. Because I'm directly affected by it. In this case scenario. There's gonna be certain things that it's gonna be hard to process, but I will be able to process it. And it is important for you to speak your truth and why you did it, because it's a part of the healing, and maybe you won't repeat the same mistakes again with somebody else. 8 of Cups, walking away from your past. But Hangman, feeling stuck and unable to walk away from your past. And I think that's why you get to be able to come to me and tell me the truth, because you can't walk away from your past. So there's no chance for you to really have success in what you really want because you're still tied to your past. And I'm not gonna take that. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not gonna love you any less. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm not going to accept that, and I'm going to not wait on you any longer either. So that is what I know. That's what has you scared. And I'm sorry, that's just the truth. I deserve better, and if you can't give me better, then you're only going to be able to be a friend. 5 of Coins, being left out in the cold. Gee, that's fucking familiar. How many times did you do that to me? 1, 2, 3, 5 times. Sorry, I am trying to make light of it. It hurt, but I'm not trying to make you feel bad for it either. That's petty. 9 of Wands. because I wanted more than you were willing to give, more than you were capable of giving, and that's partly my fault, but it's also partly your fault because you told me you wanted it. So, speaking your truth is very important. Don't tell somebody something that you can't live up to just because you want to secure them because you don't want to lose them. Don't sit there and tell somebody you know damn well you're not capable of just because you don't want to lose them, and you feel like the only way you're not going to lose them is by telling them some bullshit because you're going to lose them that way too. Like it's just going to take a little bit more time. Like, but it's a slower way of losing somebody. But there's a Two of Cups relationship here, and twin flame could be. Oh shit! Somebody's really got really like. Someone's really scared because they know some of the shit they've done, which just wasn't justifiable. That's why they're hiding. But there definitely is a Two of Cups relationship here, a twin flame relationship here, either with a Leo or Taurus or Pisces. It's just about about having the courage and the strength to like go and talk to somebody. It's all it is. You know what I mean? What is so hard about going and telling somebody that you care about them? I mean, or hey, look, I care about you and I appreciate you and I respect you, but like this was really shitty of you, and you know why? I just don't understand why you would do that, and like you need to do better next time, basically, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like everyone's different, but I'm not trying to like jump down anybody's throat, like because we all make mistakes, all of our shit stinks, but there's just certain things like I was like, where did you think that was okay? Like, where in the realm of like logic did that come out to the? Did you think okay when I do this, like it's gonna have a good outcome? Like that's just what I don't like. That's all. I'm like that's why I'm confused at. It's like you should have known when you did it, it was gonna have a fucking shitty outcome, and somebody was gonna get hurt. So why did you continue to go ahead and follow through with it? It's because you were selfish and you wanted to get your dick wet, or you wanted to make some money, or you wanted to get high, like, and you just didn't care about the other person's feelings. That's just the truth of the matter. Because you were greedy and selfish, and then your pride took, and then your ego took over, and you couldn't even apologize for it. Justice is coming out though, so I mean, there's not. I mean, once you do certain things, you got to face the karma for it. There's nothing, no apologizing, no like restitution, nothing will change that. There's certain things that you have to pay the piper because that's just the way the balance gets restored. And you knew it better than to do the shit, and you did it anyway. So now you got to pay the price for doing it. But there will be calmer waters soon. You will be able to sail into a calmer period of your life as long as you change your ways and don't continue to do the same low vibing negative bullshit and step into your emperor power. Because I mean, you have the potential. You've got what it takes inside of you to be an emperor. But emperors don't smoke, don't do drugs, and fuck everybody in town, and steal from people, and you know that's just very low vibe. Queen of Coin. So someone is dealing with the Queen of Coins, and that could be why this person is low vibe. Because this Queen of Coin and this Emperor, they did some dirty shit together. They stole from at least one person, and they stole one person's identity. They actually went into the bank and fucking had some shit notarized, pretending to be someone else. And yeah, that's something you're gonna have to pay karma for big time. But someone like literally tried to be like pretend to be somebody. They stole their intellectual property. They fucking made money off of it. So they owe this person a lot of money. That's another reason why you're serving the karma that you're serving. But you're in love. Like, how I don't understand that. If you're in love with somebody, how the fuck could you pretend to be them, go to the bank and actually have shit notarized in their name, pretending to be them, and then steal their intellectual property and make money off of it, and like do it all behind their back as if that person didn't deserve the fucking money? Like, how the fuck can you justify that? I don't get it. I mean, like, it is what it is now, but when the moment when you could have, like, chose a different route and chose not to do it, like, how did you convince yourself to fucking do it? I don't get that. The star. There's still hope here. Hope for the situation, or somebody involved is a star. Or somebody involved in Aquarius. Two of coins. Somebody's still juggling. They're juggling between this star and this Queen of Pentacles. It's like they can't make up their mind what they want, or because they're afraid of what the world's going to say, that they stay with the one, but they want to have the other one on the side. That's not cool either. Life's too short to worry about what other people think. If someone makes you happy, fuck everybody else. I mean, we spend too much of life crying and depressed and upset as it is. Why worry about what other people think to keep them away from the person that actually inspires you, the person that actually makes you feel whole, the person that makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, like makes you want to go to work and make money and actually create and be a better person? Like, why let the rest of the world fucking tell you that that person's not good enough for you to be with? That's just, I know it's hard, but I mean, for me, thank God that I never really had that problem. I've always been, since I was young, I was like, you know what, fuck you. If you don't like me, fuck you. So I was very blessed with having that mentality, and I know not everybody has that, so I'm not trying to take away from the fact that certain things are hard for a lot of people. Two of Swords. Somebody made a decision without all the facts. The King of Pentacles. And he broke his own heart. Because he gave up his Empress. He's now crying about it. Because other people cast illusions on this Empress. They made lies about this Empress. And they brought in other choices and, tempted this King of Pentacles with these other choices to get them to stay away from the Empress. And now he is indifferent and a lot of regret, because he knows he rejected a gift from God that would have given him his ultimate happiness. And they would have worked together really well. She would have, or the feminine would have loved this King of Pentacles with all of her heart. She did, and he knows that she did. And God did bless this union. But somebody was convinced to put a death to the situation because of religious beliefs, because of family, because of money, and dirty bitches fucking paying someone to do some dirty shit. Six of Cups. It was a past life soulmate. It was someone that this person has shared many lifetimes with. I'm getting at least 4. They shared a life in ancient Egypt. They shared a life in Atlantis. They shared a life in like during the Salem witch trials. Um, one in the Depression, and now this lifetime. But this person in this lifetime, they hadn't awakened yet. This Empress actually was the catalyst to this King of Pentacles awakening, and up until that point, because of everything the King of Pentacles had been through, he grew up in the streets. He, was swinging, slanging this and slanging that, and he's an attractive, charismatic dude. So people were just naturally attracted to him, and I think he was kind of spoiled, and he was used to getting whatever he wanted, and he felt entitled to get whatever he wanted. So he's never gotten out of that mentality, and that's a part of what this Empress has done for him. It's like I said, the catalyst for the awakening, for him to realize that it's not all about him, and that other people do matter, and that it's time to adult, get out of them streets, do some shit that really matters, and stop causing all that drama and gossip and bullshit, like just to get your dick wet or to get high. Because real happiness comes from within. It comes from God. It comes from going after your passions, going after your dreams, going after, being good to the people that you actually care about, and the people that actually care about you, and not buying prostitutes or fucking giving people dope to fuck, or stealing, or being paid to fuck over your best friend, or what I mean? Like, that's not cool shit. Like, there is a better way to live, and this King of Pentacles is now seeing it. It's just maybe might be a little too late for him to get the Ten of Pentacles with who he wanted it with. But if he completely turns his life around, he'll still possibly get the Ten of Pentacles. He just got to work harder for it, because he's not as highly ranked spiritually as this Empress was, or is. But the Empress has worked her fucking ass off for it too. Like, I mean, her whole life, people that she fucking loved and cared about fucking treated her like shit, lied, like used her, and then basically stole everything that she fucking worked hard for. So yeah, the Empress has worked fucking just as hard to get their abundance as anyone else has. They just make it look effortless because that's just a part of their grace and a part of their talent. Like, that was just a part of their aura, their personality, their persona. Like, they're gracefully sufficient. The Devil could be a Capricorn, could be somebody still trying to put to get over addictions, could be somebody who's bound by a contract, a marriage, a hit, someone who agreed to do something for money that now they're binded to the situation, and they're trying to figure out a way to close out the cycle so they can get away from this fucking evil bitch or evil whoever they made this deal with. Ten of Wands, heavily burdened. Nine of Wands, wounded. But if you just do the right thing, tell the truth, and do your best to rectify what you've done wrong, you will get a fiery, passionate new beginning with the lover you're meant to be with. And it will happen fast, as long as you actually put in the fucking work and do the hard shit, instead of like just trying to, copycat somebody else or emulate somebody else and just take their work. You can't shortcut spirituality, because it will bite you in the ass every time, and I think you've already pretty much have learned that. Confirmation with the train whistle. Reveal what needs to be seen, Scorpio. So there's a Scorpio that knows something that needs to reveal what they know. Because shit needs to be fucking laid to rest. But a Scorpio knows something that needs to that needs to come out. Be real, Aquarius. Love yourself, Aquarius. Fuck everyone else. Fuck the world. Love your authentic self. Be your authentic self. And the people that are truly meant for you, that are meant to be in your life, they will be there. And they will love you for who you are. You ain't got to be fucking nobody other than who you really are. And the ones that matter will love you way more than the people that you've been trying to front for ever thought about loving you. And the ones you've been fronting for, they'll fucking magically find their way out of your life. God will do it for you. Cool your emotions, Aries. Calm down, Aries. Gemini, clear your mind. It's been a long, hard road, Gemini. Do some meditation and prayer. Ain't nobody got out of this unscathed. Everyone got hurt. Work through your feelings, Aries. Trust all will be well, Virgo. All will be well. All will come out for the best, the highest good for everyone involved. If people will just own their shit, and make right what they did wrong and not do it again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and actually authentically and genuinely apologize to whoever they need to apologize to. Everything will work out and everyone can go on with their lives. I mean, some people probably will have to go to jail and some people probably will. I mean, there are certain things that you just, once you cross certain lines, you have to pay the price for it. But still, if you make amends, it'll make it a lot easier, and the punishment wouldn't be as bad. I mean, because hell, some people might even be willing to be like, "Hey, can we give them a lighter sentence? I know that they were coerced into doing it, or they were under a spell, or whatever. I mean, some people might actually be willing to, like, obviously not be able to get you out of it, but like might go speak for you, and maybe you won't get as rough of a sentence. Be proud of yourself, Taurus. Know your worth, Taurus. First quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. I definitely try. There's sometimes I need to cool my emotions. Like, I can go the fuck off just this mouth that I can uplift, these words I can uplift with, I could cut you down fucking just as quick. And I used to be really bad when I was younger, and I've consciously done my best to rectify like my emotions and my anger to where I don't get fucking so out of control where I say shit that I don't mean. Because one of the things you can never take back in this life is words once they've left your mouth. See the bigger picture, Sagittarius. Take a reality check, Capricorn. Speak your world into being, Gemini. Oh, let me get some of these, actually. Mark 11:11. That speaks of the fig tree curse. So somebody is cursed here because of what they've done. But it doesn't mean you can't go to God and like, hey, I'm really sorry for what I did. Like, how can we fix this? Hebrews 3:3. I'm actually not for sure what that speaks about. Oh, come on now. I know it's back here. There we go. For this man was counted worthy was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, and as much as he who hath builded the house hath more honor than the house. So I think that's speaking of pride, honestly. Someone someone's got a God complex. Someone they thought that they were better than other people because they were anointed or because they held a position of power in the church. Kim, will you marry me? Matt, I was embarrassed and jealous of you at the same time. February, Lisa, trust no one, they were all involved. If everybody would just admit to what the fuck they did, maybe people would start trusting each other again. I have addictions you don't know about. Austin. I kind of feel like that's Austin, Texas, though, not like someone's name on. But take it how it resonates, but I'm getting Austin, Texas. Jesus is the truth, life, and the way. Larry, South Carolina. Leo, Las Vegas. Kentucky. Mariah. Okay. July. I have loved you for 1,000 lifetimes. Germany. Tito. Massachusetts. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Saturday. Gemini. Trust the process. Jesus is Lord, not you. So that goes back to whoever that religious leader is that kind of got too big for the britches and thought, they were better than other people. Ohio. And Cancer, Virgo, and Art. Do the wisdom of the house tonight, and then I'm going to cut it out, guys. So we've got loyalty, 33. That's a master number. Or it breaks down to a 6. So somebody could be a life past 6. But somebody is very loyal, and a lot of people have taken that loyalty for granted. But this person, no matter how much they've been taken for granted, they never made one person suffer for another person's mistakes. They've kept true to themselves and their loyalty, and they're still just as much of a loving and loyal person as they ever were, no matter how many times they've been broken, because their faith in God and their trust and belief that God will, restore them, and that He will bring loving and kind people into their life, and they will finally one day get the love that they deserve. Because you know what? Don't ever regret loving somebody, even if they didn't love you back, because that person really probably needed it more than anyone else you've ever loved. Because people that can't love need love the most. Risk, 31 or a 4. So April could be significant. Somebody could be born in April. Somebody could be an emperor. But somebody is being guided and urged to take a risk, to go after something they want, or to go and right some wrongs. But take this leap off the cliff. Or especially if you're a child of God, like there's only 2 things that can happen. Either A, God will catch you if you go to fall, or B, He'll teach you how to fly. High Priestess of Air, 6. Again, somebody is a life past 6, or somebody's an earth angel. Well, life past 6 is an earth angel. 46 or 10 or 1, somebody is a life path 1, and they're faced with a lot of choices, and they're trying to pick the light. They're trying to find their way back to God, but they're torn from the inside out because, I mean, one wing is light and one wing is dark, and I mean, they're looking toward the light, but I mean, they're like being ripped apart on the inside out because they've just made so many bad choices and they've got a lot of people who they're tied to that they really don't need to be tied to, and they just don't know what to do, and they're really about to like rip their hair out, and I really feel sorry for that person. Not sorry for him, but I don't envy their position, and it's because of their lust. They let lust take over. They attach themselves to a Jezebel. That got them into a lot of trouble, that's for sure. Life past 6 again. 2 and 4 makes 6. Somebody is an earth angel, and they were led into this person's life to help this person overcome these obstacles, and this person shit on this earth angel. And actually, they were being tested in order to get their wings and become an earth angel themselves, but because they failed some major tests, that's why one wing is light and one wing is dark, because they haven't done the work, and they haven't matured enough in order to step into the power, the role of earth angel. And not meaning they can't, but they've got to do the work and actually face that shadow side, the parts of themselves that they hate. It's the only way it works. You have to look in that mirror and you have to say, you know what? You're a dirty motherfucker. You're a thief. You're this. I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, I've done it. I've been through it. That's why I'm saying it. You know, you're a faggot. You're a lustful whore. You're whatever. It's the parts of yourself that you don't like. You have to look yourself in the mirror and face it and learn to love it, but also overcome it. Individuality, and to embrace your individuality and to stop wanting to fit in. Being normal is not, it's not like, it really denotes a lack of courage. Like, no, what the fuck is normal? Who defines normal? You know what I mean? Like, there is no normal. We're all uniquely and divinely and fearfully and wonderfully shaped and molded by the hand of God. There is no normal. We're all uniquely made individually, and there will never be another you. So look in the mirror and begin to love that version of begin to love yourself, because you only get to live like 80, 90, 100 years if you're lucky. You know what I mean? Like, and one of my best friends didn't even make it to 25. So, I mean, anyone's older than, well, I know some kids that never made it out of, their childhood. So, each day is a blessing. Each day is a gift. And there's no guarantee that we're going to get tomorrow. So, the sooner you look in the mirror and you get to loving this little happy fucker right here, the better your life's going to be, the happier you're going to be. Because it doesn't matter what Billy Bob Thornton and Melinda Ray Joe Sue fucking thinks about you. What do you think about yourself? Because you're the one that has to live with yourself. You're the one that has to look in the mirror every morning, and you're going to spend more time with yourself than you are any other person in the fucking world. Obedience, 48, or breaks down to 3. So life path 3, March can be significant. Red can be significant. Somebody could be in her head because she is carrying swords there. Yeah, so I think somebody is in their head about what to do. Like, who are they going to be obedient to? Like, their heart, their mind, their friends, their family, God. Yeah, I mean, they're really trying to figure out who to turn to make these decisions. And honestly, God and you are the only two people that you should really turn to make any decision, especially as important as some of the decisions that this person needs to make. Forbidden, 9. I think this like childhood or this limiting belief system has gotten this person thinking that certain things are forbidden. But I promise you, if you really think about the way everything's played out in your life, if it was forbidden, it wouldn't have happened. And especially with it being as profound as it was, if it was forbidden, it wouldn't have happened. God would not have let it happen if, especially when it was that profound for both people involved. It's not forbidden. Summon 13 or a 4. So again, the Emperor or April could be significant. Somebody could be a life path 4. If you want to know your life path, if you don't know your life path, it's your birthday. You like add up all the numbers of your birthday, and then you keep adding them together until you get to one number. So it's like, so say for instance, since we're talking about April, your April 21st, 19 or 2000. We'll just put it that way. So 04 plus 21 plus 2. Because it's a 0, so that's 23, 4, 27. Then 2 and 7 is 9. So you would be a life path 9. Letting go, 22. Twin flame number. Let go of any resentment of other people, of yourself, any fears, any resentments, any hatred, any anger. Let all that go so you can be transformed. This is a transformative period, like for the collective and for planet Earth. And it's time for you to be transformed into a butterfly. Stop holding yourself back. Stop refusing to transform. Stop refusing the call. Because sooner or later, God's gonna stop knocking. And then you're gonna bypass you and you're gonna miss your calling. Grove, 21 or a 3. So March, life path 3, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Aquarius. Conclusions are within reach. That's 3 again, so 33, like master number. Actually, I know an Aquarius that has a life path of 33. And this message could be for you, for sure, buddy. But this conclusion is within in reach for this story, for these people, for the friendship circle, the family, for people to like turn, to right their wrongs and to live a better life. The rest, like, make sure the second half of their life is better than the first half of their life. We don't get to choose where we're born, to what family we're born into, to what, like financial status we are, anything. We're all born into whatever God chose for us. But guess what? As adults, we get to choose the people we hang out with, the people the jobs we work, the way we spend our money. You know what I mean? We get to choose all of that. So at this point in our lives, if we don't have something we want, it's because we fucking did something wrong, or we didn't have the obedience or the willpower, or what is the word I'm looking for? Damn it. We didn't have the structure or the still not the word I'm looking for. The self-control, there we go. The self-control to save the money in order to get what we really wanted. We just settled for, the barbecue on the corner instead of going to Famous Dave's down in Noblesville. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why the fuck I use that analogy. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but you know what I mean? We have to take responsibility for our choices and to realize that as grown adults, no matter where we were, who we were, like what family we were born into, what shitty things happened to us in childhood, whatever. some point you got to say, you know what? I'm an adult. I've been an adult for 10 years. I've been an adult for 20 years. You know what I mean? How about today I wake up and I don't smoke or do drugs, or I don't drink a fucking bottle of vodka, or I don't, cheat on my spouse, or I go to work today on time. Like, there just comes a point when you just got to start making better choices in order to get to that place in life you want to be. It's never too late. You know what I mean? Every day we wake up is another day to get it right. I love you guys. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.